Welcome to our journey. Welcome back to the channel. We're glad to have you in our community. New subscribers, please feel free to make yourselves at home. This is a safe space and platform where we explore valuable lessons and grow together for the better. I'm Bacilica, your host, and I am here to help you be a better you. In the last video, we dove deep into the power of positive self-talk and affirmations. If you missed it, check out the link in the description below. But today, we're going to explore a different yet equally profound topic: the power and beauty found in silence. In a world clamoring for attention, where voices rise and opinions clash, a profound and often underestimated beauty and power exist in keeping quiet. It's not merely the absence of sound, but a deliberate act of listening to the symphony of the unspoken, where the most potent truths often reside in the pregnant pauses and the eloquent silence between words. Silence, it's often described as the absence of sound, a void waiting to be filled. But what if that void isn't empty at all? What if it's brimming with unspoken stories, unheard emotions, and the potent energy of things left unsaid? Silence is a very broad topic, so let's delve in. I have experienced the different shades of silence. In my teenage years, I was a very quiet girl in school and at home. I never had anybody to talk to. My mom was always with my sister, and in school I had enuresis, so no one wanted to associate with me. I was always neutral because I did not want to offend anyone and had this fear that if I said something, it would offend one of them. To be honest, one time I spoke up about how my mother used to doze off whenever she laid on the sofa while watching TV. She would always sleep, and at this point, she had refused us from watching. This offended her to a point of not talking to me or even listening to what I had to say. I kept quiet the more because of this. She was a strict mom who you couldn't approach easily and was distant. It was lonely at first because I had to bundle all my feelings and questions to myself and was afraid to say or do anything to upset anyone. This affected me because I never knew things, I never felt confident, and I never really lived in my time. When I got over neurosis because of stress and started talking and interacting with people, that is when I started living. This kind of silence isn't good because you are locked in your own space and have no one to help, always crying for someone to see you and take you out of your misery. If you are in this space, my prayer for you is that you will have the courage to speak up and get help. Another shade is when you take time to analyze a situation before you react. I have a wonderful house manager who does her job very well, but one day one of my scarves was missing. In my mind, she was the first suspect, but I kept quiet first, checked my wardrobe, and found it hidden in between my clothes. If I spoke and accused her of stealing, it would have ruined the relationship we already have. This has happened many times, and I have always found what I am looking for. Don't be in a rush to react, because a good relationship can be ruined by what we say without thinking. I'm glad I never said it out loud, because if I did, she would never have seen me in the same light. Another kind of silence I learned later in life. This is when I was now confident, expressing myself, making friends, and free as a bird. I realized that I don't have to say everything, especially to friends that will be offended, and you don't have to spill the beans. We mean well for the people around us, but you don't have to tell them everything, because all I wanted was to have a good relationship with them and also maintain their reputation. If this is someone very close, it is fine. You can say it in a friendly way, but if you're not close, it is best just to keep quiet. Some will ask you to be open, which you can be in that scenario. At times my mom will get upset with me on the phone because I did not call her back. She assumes I saw the call but ignored it, but deep down I did not hear the phone ringing. You know what I did? I kept quiet and let it go because I did not want to cause any commotion between us. When you see a situation that will get out of control by talking, it is best to just shut up. Another kind of silence is at work, where you have a micromanager that wants to do things perfectly and intimidates you at every given opportunity. This one can lose their cool and forget they are your boss, becoming someone you cannot respect because they don't strive to be the best. Over time, you have seen their behavior begin to disgust you. This is someone you can't reason with. For your mental health, I suggest you change your working environment by looking for another station or getting another job. Trust me, as time goes by, this will affect you. You will start to hate the job and you will not be motivated to perform well anymore. You can let nature take its course by just letting it be and keeping things to yourself. Or if the company allows you to report anonymously, then you can report what you see. Another thing is when your manager addresses and scolds you in front of others, I'm not to talk back, just keep quiet because it is the respectful thing to do. Then address privately with him or her. Lastly, silence can also apply in parenting. My 10-year-old daughter has been giving me a hard time when it comes to her remedial classes. We organize a timetable for her to follow, which she began following for the first 2 days. Then on the 3rd day, she did not do her classes. At first, I would react when she misses classes and end up getting angry. But this time, I decided to keep quiet and watch what she would do. The next day, she remembered by herself and did the classes. Her generation doesn't like being shouted at, and I also wanted to know if she is responsible enough to do it. You don't have to respond to everything the child does. Children can get on your nerves, but try as much as possible to understand where they're coming from. They could be rebelling. Pause and analyze the situation before you react. The child will also wonder why you are not reacting, and it will make them feel guilty. Sometimes not reacting is the best medicine. When we parents always react to everything, we will push them away and they will have nothing to do with us. Silence is not stupidity, neither is it ignorance, it's not wisdom either. Silence is a tool of war. Very lethal indeed. Be on the lookout for part 2 of this. Join the journey. Embrace the silence.